Okay, man, so just talk about the first fight you had once you were in the house.
Yeah, I fought, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend, Cristiano Marcelo. Very good guy. He was probably one of the most respectable, most down-to-earth guys in the house. He was a gentleman in the cage and outside the cage. I didn't know him very much. Once we've got our teams picked, red team stay with red team and blue team kind of stay with blue team. I knew I wanted to keep the fight standing. And that was the game plan, and that's what I did. I didn't think he would be as good a wrestler as I wasn't really worried about the takedown. But I mean, if the fight did get to the ground, it would be dangerous. That wouldn't be on my turf. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I did. I listened to Dominic Cruz and went in there and, got the job done hit him with some big shots, man. Ended up flipping him with a big left hook and, put him away, which was solid. It made me look good. And I was glad to fight early. I fought week 2, so I kind of had time to chill and, not chill, but, kind of time to, prepare for the quarters.
Yeah. Hey, man, and we've been talking to a lot of the guys who are telling us about the hijinks that happened in the house. Oh, the guys screwing around and everything. Anything else interesting happened that wasn't shown on the show?
Oh man, there was. I honestly, I'm so burnt out on the Ultimate Fighter. I haven't even watched the episodes yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've actually watched the finale. That was it. But from what people have said and what my mom has told me, there hasn't been. They didn't really show any pranks. I think they showed Tickle's water that poured on Proctor's head the week that he fought Proctor. And the water faucet squirt thing, I think they showed that, but two of the things that they didn't show was Vince Pichel and Sam Cecilia when they were both kind of drunk in the house and they ganged up on Tickle and they beat the hell out of Tickle for about 45 minutes and it was really funny, it made me realize, when you get in a fight, like street fight or somebody, gets on you, it's tough enough to defend yourself. But when you got 2 pro fighters that gang up on you, and, one's down low trying to grab an ankle lock and one's up high and you guys try to defend a naked choke. It was just so funny to watch Tickle try to defend all these submissions. And then, after 45 minutes of them just beating Tickle, Tickle got pissed and went and floured them. They were wrestling around like on the floor, antique them. They were wrestling around on the floor, and Tickle went and grabbed a bucket of water and doused him with water. And then he had a huge bucket of flour and just covered Vince and Sam with flour. It was one of the funniest moments in the house. And then next thing you know, they're right back at Tickle, beating the hell out of them again, and Tickle ended up calling truce and was like, I'm done, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, blah, blah, blah. And Sam's was like, all right, shake on it. So they wouldn't shake on it, and Sam's walking way out of breath, looking for his 5th of Jaeger still in the grass somewhere. He grabs his 5th of Jaeger, and he's walking around by the pool edge, and here you go, Tickle, full sprint, tackles Sam into the pool. And,
wow.
Yeah, Sam got real pissed and got out and was just like, that's it. You're going out. You're getting choked out. So Vince jumps in, pushes Tickle out of the pool, and next thing you know, Sam's got Tickle like black and blue, just he's choking from a rear naked choke. I had to run over there and like Sam, come on, man, you don't have to do this. We're all brothers here. And if it wasn't for me, Tickle would have been choked unconscious. I promise you.
Nice, man. They have to make an outtake DVD with some of this stuff in it, man. It's gold.
I really hope so. And actually, I was just getting ready to email one of the representatives from UFC and see if we're going to get that stuff, because that is some pretty funny stuff. That is some cool stuff to look back on and laugh about,
Yeah, for sure, man.
And I don't think they showed that. So, I really would like to go back, because, they got it all on camera. They've seen it, you know what I mean? And I really hope that we do get a DVD of the bloopers or whatever. It
Yeah,
was really
for
fun to
sure.
look at.
That'd be good stuff, man. Okay, so let's move towards your next fight. Just talk about it.
I'm sorry?
Talk about your next fight.
Chiesa.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine. I ended up fighting Chiesa, and he's a tough guy. I had a lot of respect for Chiesa, and me and Chiesa kind of hit it off right off the bat, and we became pretty close. And it was hard to find motivation to fight him. And he was he was a better man that night, and if there was anyone to lose in the house, it would have to be Chiesa. The guy's got a tough story. He lost his old man, and for him to stay in this competition and still grind forward, I give him a lot of credit. And I think his dad was really looking over him throughout this whole competition. And like I said, he's a great guy. He's a great fighter. And he had a game plan. I had a game plan. He really enforced the jiu-jitsu match and the grappling match. And he did a very good job. He's long and lanky, and I was fighting his legs all day in that fight. But I'm glad he won the Ultimate Fighter, and I'm glad he was the one to have that tough story and have that Cinderella ending. He deserves it. But you know what? This is a type of competition that you do 16 different times, and you get 16 different winners.
Yeah, I was going to ask a few of the guys about that. I never really brought it up, but you take the same 16 guys or 32 guys, and you do it all over again. It'd be interesting to know how it would end up. You know what I mean?
100%. Maybe if you didn't have one round and you had two, maybe a lot of those fights would have ended differently.
Right.
And it really depends on who shows up on that Friday night. That's really what it comes down to. Like I said, we're not in our comfort zone. We're not with our training camps. So a lot of these guys, we kind of fight like crap when we're in the house. We don't fight nearly as or up to our potential like we can. When we're not with our original training staff. I agree with that. This is the competition that you get different winners almost 90% of the time. Especially when you got. And our season was stacked. We had great talent up and down. Everyone knew how to fight there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the past seasons you kind of knew, like before, you kind of knew who was going to win the show.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And you're like, yeah, that guy's just on a different level than all the other guys. This one, everyone was kind of even, and someone was better at striking, or someone was a better wrestler, or someone was a better jits guy. But we all knew how to fight. We all knew, a good game plan.